Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Danny, and I don't want to say this is an episode of Street Smarts, but I guess it kind of is. I just wanted to talk about something real quick. So I'm actually whenever you're saying this, but I ended up in a foreign place where I can't work, so I've actually taken a break from my sex work for the sake of not getting arrested. We love it, of course. We respect the laws and rules around here, okay, and regulations. So therefore I was surprised that when I was finally able to check my OF, I saw that somebody else recreated my OF. And I'm not shocked or surprised, but I kind of am. Like, it's really crazy because I don't consider myself famous. Like, thank you for the 60,000 people following me on Instagram. I still, like, don't process that when I see that. I'm so grateful. And sometimes it's so quiet over there, it doesn't feel like 60K. And that's not a complaint. But I've had a couple fake accounts made. I handed somebody my phone the other day, looked myself up so they could add me on Instagram because we became friends, and I saw a fake profile under mine. I was like, I just laughed. I was like, oh, like somebody made a fake account of me. They're like, what? I was like, yeah, it's okay. Like, it's not okay, but it happens. I've had like over 3 fake accounts made of me, and I was like, yeah, it's whatever. Like, it's just people being a little odd. I found finally my first only fake account of me, which is crazy because you need an ID to do that. So I don't know if they verified themselves and then they just changed the pictures to be me or look like me afterwards. I just remembered it, and I'm talking to y'all about it because I messaged Only and they were like, hey, we got the account deactivated, etc. I was like, thank you so much, I appreciate it, because that's weird. It's one thing if y'all gonna make, not y'all, I'm sorry, I'm not talking to y'all, I'm talking about whoever's going through whatever, that they have to make a fake account of me. On Instagram, I actually talked to one of the people that made the account. You could tell they were young, like a young girl. They're like, I don't want to show myself, I'm scared, I just wanted to like pretend to be you because it's easier. I was like, baby, it's not easier being me, and it's disrespectful to me. Okay, but now the Only is crazy, baby. I'm not even making the type of money y'all think I'm making on Only. Don't start. I'm grateful for what I do make, but I'm not like, come on now. So I saw that and I was just so shocked. So I was like, the OnlyFans of the fake one of me is crazy. And I hope it doesn't go this deep, but I just finished watching this show called Swarm. I don't know if y'all heard of it. It's basically about like fame, obsession, etc. How far some people will take it. And I'm not saying that's happening to me. I'm not claiming that. Y'all need to keep your space. But this is honestly why I don't even get that close to clients, especially the ones who want to talk every day. Like, even if you mean no harm, respectfully, we're just not doing that. This is why I take a lot of social media breaks. This is why I'm not name dropping my city. And if you figure it out, cool, whatever. It's no secret. I bet you I'm in another country anyways. I bet you I'm in another country. I may not even live there anymore, okay? So, you know, I don't be just dropping my city and what services I go to, at what time, and what gym I like to frequent, at what location, and be naming streets and all that. And if you do that, it's whatever. That's up to you. That's based on your safety precautions. But for me, I don't be doing that because people be weird. And I be thinking I'm making my little cute community over here, and you got people over here like, oh no, I'm just gonna be you. Baby, what? What? Half the time, no, I'm sorry. First off, I love being me, but it took me years to learn how to love being me. You don't get to meet me after a few thousand followers and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be you too. What? Honestly, the takeaway I learned from Swarm is that mental health is important. Like, I don't know how I feel about the series, but like, and I just watched it because it was one of the things like, okay, I started, I need to finish it. But like, mental health is clearly important because when people are not in the right headspace, and I don't want to say I get it, because at one point you gotta snap into reality. But I do know when I was younger and I was watching, you know, before I was 18, when I was watching these little teeny popper stars on TV, and I'd go to sleep fantasizing about them, thinking they was my husband and stuff, and fantasize I was on the bus, closing my eyes, listening to music, pretending we was having our first kiss. And when I loved K-pop and I thought I was gonna marry BTS or Sugar, baby, like, I get it, I understand. No, I'm sorry, we not gonna get that. We just, my point is, you have to get to a point where you ground yourself in reality and understand that people are human. The ones you idolize and whoever it might be, like, or even if you don't idolize it, because people who hate you can also imitate you. Please be reminded of that. But, you know, that being said, people are human, and like, pretending to be them is just strange. There's no instance where that is okay or acceptable. It's really uncomfortable and concerning. I do encourage anybody, if you see a fake account of me, and it's clearly obviously fake and not me, to please like report it and take it down. You don't have to, but like it would be preferred. I've had people try to conduct business at me and make sales. I don't like that at all. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I don't know who made the Only. It has been taken down, which is really great. I have fake Instagram accounts up of me already. I don't know what the intention is for people imitating me or the few people who are, but it's just really uncomfortable. Like, I guess I never was really prepared for this, and it is what it is, but it's just like, just be careful, stay safe, obviously, and just, you know, stay alert, see who's following you. I have somebody, I kid you not, like, he follows me so he can comment negatively on every post or like satirically, and he literally sends me messages like, I will disrupt you, I'm going to bother you, you will marry me. And I'm like, no. And he's like, no, you're going to. And I'm like, yeah, consent, like, please go somewhere. Be careful who you engage with and deal with. The internet's a weird place. A lot of people are mentally ill, and that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with mental illness. I'm not pointing a finger at that in a negative way. I'm just saying people need to be aware of it. I'm mentally ill. I'm severely depressed. I be having extreme mood changes. Like, I'm not healthy either, or like, you know, everybody's going through stuff, especially this day and age. So just be careful of like who's on your line. Take everybody seriously if they start acting a little odd, and just keep an eye out. It's really hard to keep track of every single person when you have thousands of people following you, and that's how shit gets weird. I don't like that. So just be careful what you're putting out there. I know I put a lot out there, but I only put it out there after I leave, and I, you know, put it out there in a specific way. But I will probably go a little more private because I like to off. Some of my content, I've been thinking about actually starting only faceless content. I know that sounds silly because I'm so exposed, but I actually want to, like, I'm in this weird place with my sex work where I want to go to faceless content. And I know this is a money maker. Like, don't play with me. I'm well. But no, I don't know. I had it where between people pirating my content and between just not wanting to show face as much, and people love face, people love the expressions. I know, but just recently I've been wanting to do faceless stuff because, like, I got hundreds of videos up with my face. I don't think I want to get another. I don't know, maybe faceless for my premium, so when people save stuff, they're only saving faceless. Yeah, because I have people, oh, I would never share your stuff, etc. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't technically know you. So, you know. And I don't send out a lot anymore. I talked about this about my premium. I don't send a lot out. But, I don't know. I was just thinking most of... It's so weird and so uncomfortable. Like I said, I don't consider myself famous, but the fact that you got time to go copy my pictures. I had people copying my IG captions. And I have friends pointing out, they're like, hey, this doesn't sound like you. I know you usually send voice messages, which I do. I usually always send voice messages unless I can't. They're like, this don't sound like you. Is this fake? And I'm like, yeah, honey, boo, that is not me. Thank you for letting me know. I feel really bad for celebrities. Like, this is on a smaller scale. I've probably had like 5 fake accounts made of me and people like imitating me or like faking the OF. I can only imagine if you're like bigger. Like, that's scary. You got millions of people following you. You don't know who's who, what's what. I'd be in public paranoid all the time. Like, what? And then people be like, oh, paparazzi, somebody didn't want to take a picture. They're such an asshole. No, you're an asshole. Leave them alone. Let them live. Like, you're not even letting people be human. Like, and it's crazy. There's this, I talked about this before, but it's like, there's this dehumanizing quality with fame and stardom and fandom and all that stuff where people forget the person they're idolizing or hating or whatever you got going on that's making you internally obsessed with this person, or like internalize your obsession with them or whatever. Like, you forget they're a human being. You know, they just happen to get more attention in the world than others. But it's like, chill out. It's really weird. I will say to anybody, whether you are famous or not famous, or popular or not popular, whatever it might be, just be careful what you put out there. and how much of it you put out there. You don't have to be famous or whatever to have people develop a very unhealthy obsession with you. And just because you like someone and they make you feel good, or you look up to them, or you hate them and you can't stand them, and you're internalizing that hate or that love or whatever, that, well, once again, that unhealthy obsession or whatever it might be, just, you know, the person who's doing it needs to have a talk with themselves or actually get professional help. But if you're the person that they're idolizing, please be careful in what you put out there. No live locations. I'm a big safety person. Do not be just blah, 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 blah. I talk a lot. I know y'all know I talk a lot. But the one thing I don't be yabba dabba doing about is just live stuff. Hey guys, I'm here right now at the spot. Hey, hey, find me at the because y'all know how to act online. I don't in person acting weird. And I really don't like the term, like, I have people on my Instagram, or they'll meet me and they'll come across my Instagram and they're like, oh, you're an influencer. I really don't like that term personally, because I don't want to influence people. That's the thing. I was easily influenced before and I got out of it. Like, I snapped out of it eventually. I'm in the art of just like sharing my life and storytelling, and then like letting people do with the information as they will. If I'm inspiring you, that's great. If I'm sharing good energy, that's great. That's like my goal, I guess you can say. But I don't want to influence you to do anything. I don't want you to, you know. So for the people out there being totally like, I don't want to say normal. Normal's a very like, I don't know, I don't think normal really exists. But for those, I don't want to say neurotypical either. I would say for those of you behaving with like the idea that the people you might look, I don't even want to say look up to. Please don't look up to me. Just look at me or hear me out. For the people that you're, you know, engaging with, or the people that you listen to, or you allow to like, you know, take up your time, take up your social media feed, take up, you know, your content space or whatever it is. For those people, whether that is a YouTuber or a celebrity or whatever it is, for those people who allow others to feed them, as we all do, we allow other people to feed us and inspire us and all that good stuff. I just want to say thank you for doing it in a healthy way, in a respectful way, and just, you know, respecting people's boundaries, their space, whatever they got going on. Like, I see it too with YouTubers. People be like, what happened with so-and-so? What happened with so-and-so? People don't owe you anything, and your supporters don't owe you anything either. So the person you're watching does not owe you a story or an explanation or an apology or whatever it is, or, you know, their time or whatever it might be. They don't owe you anything, and your supporters don't owe you followship and, you know, loyalty and all that good stuff. These are just things that are nice when you have that. But I'm not gonna talk about it. So many people talk about like parasocial relationships and etc., etc. Plenty of videos on it. I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah, just a strange little thing I wanted to share. Shout out to OF for deactivating that account, because that is not my business. Literally, that is not my business. And yeah, anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Just want to say, be careful. Word of advice: how much you put out there, because you don't know who's watching. I'ma still share, I'ma still talk, I'ma still yabba dabba motherfucking do, but like I say, I always do it with caution. I'm always continuing to learn extra security steps to be cautious, because I could not imagine, like, I don't know. You either have to be really young or just not mentally grounded in reality to go look at somebody and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go be them, and make up fake information, and make up a fake account, and then pretend to operate as them. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, thank you so much for watching. I do want to say that I'm so glad mental health is a more open topic these days, because I do feel like everybody, not everybody, but almost everybody may have gone through some type of obsessive period or obsessive like just moment in their lives, or maybe you really, really love something or someone or whatever it is, but there's a certain extent where it just gets to be way too much. You see it, with no offense, some of the more extreme and intense K-pop stans who will come for your throat and threaten your life and etc. Or not even just K-pop, but music, anything media, anything pop culture. Like some of the more obsessive stans who will just really like, whoa, whoa, I'm not gonna get into it. You see it with people in relationships where they can't get over an ex and they keep texting or whatever it is. Or some people like to like just really stew on negativity or a certain situation that really affected them. Maybe they blame it for whatever they're going through. My point is, it's easy to get very, very, very caught up on a situation, a person, whatever it is. But I think it's important to check yourself. You have to check yourself, because if it's getting to a point where it's just too invasive to your own life, or it's possibly invasive to somebody else's life, you gotta chill. I highly encourage everyone to try to stay away from the behavior that might bring up words like stalking, okay, obsession, harassment, things like that. If it's getting to that point, if the behavior can be classified as such, back the fuck off. Get help if you need to, whatever it is, but like, you really do gotta chill, okay? You really gotta chill. And if you are somebody who's dealing with the other side of this and somebody is harassing or bothering you, or they're obsessed or whatever it is, you know, keep your space. If you are comfortable enough with this person, articulate the fact that, you know, you feel like you're being bothered, harassed, that you don't appreciate that. I personally reach out to people who like mimic me, and I'm like, hey, I don't appreciate you imitating me. Can you please take this down? That's where I start personally. And then I just go from there, or I'll leave it alone, or I'll just report it, or whatever it is. And I try to check my own behavior too, because it's okay to love something or someone or love whatever it is, but there is a line that you cross that you should not be crossing. When you are affecting somebody else's life in a negative way or a concerning way, that's when you gotta check yourself. The mind can do some wild things, whether you are in love or you are in love with something or whatever it is, and suddenly you just need help snapping out of it. I highly encourage people work on the snapping out part, because you gotta ground yourself to reality. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.